Okay, so the last video, the dial indicator, we saw that there was 400 thousandths of play there in the lash, and I'm telling you right now, I was wrong. Notice that the clamp on the base, and this is where you really have to pay attention to these things. Come in a little closer, Alex. The clamp on the base was just a hair loose. I also had this that wasn't tight, little lockdown. And then I also wasn't, and you got to get in real close here, you need to be right on the edge of a tooth to be able to get a proper reading. So all this stuff, back up just a little bit, all this stuff's got to be tight, but at the same time you got to be attentive to where you're at here. Now get in real close to the dial indicator here, Alex. Back up because you can't see it on the screen. Are you even looking?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't. Try to get some light on there, son. Right there. Don't tell me you can't. It's right there. Okay, now, if you look at this indicator with right on the edge, I am at, and if you count it, it's 7 thousandths is where I'm at. And I'm counting back from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7. But that's more of a proper spec for this. So I had that set up wrong. Just again, be really attentive to this because this is really precise. You don't have to worry about the front spinning because you don't want the front pinion spinning anyway. Just you want to make sure you get it before you start disassembling anything on these. So now that I know that I got a good spec and in reference to the books, I'm actually today we're gonna have a little bit more clearance there, a little tighter, so it's really coming up close to 7, but it's more like 6 1/4 or 6 3/4 really. If you want to follow that math. But we can go ahead and pull this out. We can go ahead and take all this stuff off. So what our spec is, as far as our backlash on our gears, because that's all we're going to need to go ahead with the final on this, final disassembly. So we'll go ahead and take all this stuff off. I'm going to lay this in my little package over here, and I'll get it packed up a little bit later. As far as the rest of it goes, this is where the fun part comes in. Most guys know how to do this stuff. It's as easy as pie. So you back off your 2 lock nuts first. And for me, I like to keep everything. If it was on the left side, I want to put it back on the left side. If it was on the right side, I want to put it back on the right side. So keep your stuff handy dandy. And goes. It just seems to work better. When I was taking these apart from the factory, because this is like this straight, they were actually cocked off to the side to wedge into the housing to ensure that these don't move. And these are what sets part of your lash in these things. It's the main. Chevy in between here, big pain in the ass to set up. These are nice and easy as far as setting lash. All you got to do is adjust the side back and forth in increments, and you'll see when we put it back together on how to do that. But once you get those lock washers out, then you take your main bolts out, your main carrying bolts out. You don't need a gun to do this. What a big pain in the butt. A little bit easier to do like this. And again, from side to side, I'm going to keep everything in order. And you're fighting a couple things here that ring. So there's your on that side. Once you get one side out, you can take the other side off. You guys gotta flip and see how easy these things come out.
Don't actually flip, you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, don't actually. That's just a race. So same thing on this side. There's the cap, my adjust. That whole. I'm gonna set this over here. Then the only thing you have left is your pinion. This is where, like I said, people get scared. Don't. As long as you got the proper tools to do everything you need to do. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. You didn't pause that, did you?
Nope.
Okay. I gotta go get my 1/2-inch gun. Here at the top.
So I just have to wait. It's Saint's cut opinion. Hey Dad. My opinion of this pinion, it's not a very good color for it.
God.
I don't think that's
Here,
a
unbolt
pin.
that battery at the bottom. Just grab it. Pull it out. Man, I can barely hold on to this thing. Okay, so here's my left. Got it reverse. And you see, once I took that out, the nut out, this thing pops right off.
Dad, your phone's gonna die.
Shut up. Pinion dropped right out. There's everything that we needed. And these things pretty much just set up. You know, you got another bearing in here, but just set up just like that. Pretty easy stuff here. And the only thing that we're really going to have to do, if at home, if you're doing these, you're going to have to cut these off and pressed off if you have a press. Same thing with this. Don't use a torch on them. It's case hardened metal. You don't want to do that. So your crush sleeve just kind of sits there, and then you have your carriers over here. This stuff's pretty easy when you get into it. It's just putting it back together and being able to do it right. That's where people get confused and mixed up and pissed off. As far as the races on the inside, because you'll notice you have races on the inside here, super easy to do. And one thing I'm going to go over real quick while we're here. It's okay. If it dies, the shit dies. It'll be fine. You want to know why? Because it uploads right to my phone. Now get down in here. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if you're at home, you'll definitely be able to see it. Down in there, there's a little notch to where you can stick a screwdriver in. Same thing with the one on the other side. Just gotta make sure you're in there. Yep, I'm in there. And you notice I'm not using this big huge hammer. Just this little itty bitty hammer. There's the bottom race, it's out. As far as the top one goes, once you get that one out, you'll notice I did all this, I painted it already. And the reason I did that is because crap on the inside of here with everything. So I did the case first. Now look, you can really here now. If you look, there's your bearing, the seal's above it, but there's your race. This is the actual case. That's your race. That's what you want to hit on. And then these are kind of a pain in the butt, and I just kind of set them here in the lap. God, shoulder's killing me. You just smack it out of there. Back and forth. You don't want to wedge it in there. Nice and easy. Oh my God. Big hammer, my shoulder. We're definitely gonna put this together another day. Oh my God. I'm done. Oh my God.
Oh, the video's done.